Hello everybody, it's Michael from GetFitOver40.com bringing to you another sort of product introduction. I did do a review of these FoxForce wrist wraps. So they were kind of like an upgrade from my standard, they were just like small little wrist wraps I was using. These guys, make sure to watch the review for these guys, and I'll put it in the description for this video. Also in my written article, I'll put a link in there somewhere for you. But these guys just basically really give you a lot of support in your wrist. I find they help a ton with squatting, of course, any type of press movement, but they really, anytime you're putting strain on your wrists, this is going to help you. So check that review. And this product is from FoxForce.ca. So you can check out their website, pretty easy, FoxForce.ca. Actually, I'll let you see that. All right, so I wanted to show you some new products. Now, they may not even be listed there yet. I'm not sure when they're going to put these products up on their website. A lot of times they'll make them, and then they'll sort of test them out. They'll basically, they're the owners of CrossFit Langley and CMA Martial Arts, which is the same company. Basically, they have the CrossFit section, CrossFit classes, boot camp classes, along with martial arts classes. And I happen to be in CrossFit and martial arts with them. So they've got their own brand that they're selling basically through Amazon and through their website. And they also sell to their local patrons like myself. They have them there at the retail store there, or the retail location, gym location, and so they have these there, and they'll sell them to us, get our sort of input on them, see how they're doing before they essentially put them up on Amazon a lot of times. So I'm not sure if they're on Amazon yet, but I've been using these knee sleeves. You might wonder what knee sleeves are for. Well, they basically just support your knees, and what they do is, I find they're good for a number of reasons. They're good in a sense that they keep your knees nice and warm while you're working out. I find, especially when you're doing things like lunges, they give you a little bit of cushion on your knee. So if you're going down, tapping your knee a little bit, you barely feel it. So it's great for doing things like lunges. Plus, they'll give you just a little extra rebound at the bottom. So when you get to that parallel point, the whole knee sleeve kind of compresses and it gets a little tighter, and it gives you a little extra rebound. Now, how much is it? Is it going to give you 50 pounds at the bar? No, I don't think so. These aren't really super crazy heavy duty ones. These are just, just the way I like them, enough to help me out, support my knees a little bit, but not, like a knee wrap where you can't even bend your leg, right? You can easily bend your leg, so you might maybe be getting 10 pounds on the bar at the very bottom, if that. So, but definitely, I find my knees just feel a lot better when I use them, and my knees have been really healthy lately, so I want to just keep doing the same things that I'm doing right now, using knee wraps and things to keep them healthy. All right, so another product, again, I'm not sure if they're going to have it listed at the time this video comes out, but look there, it's at FoxForce.ca down the road. These are wrist wraps, okay? So, or not wrist wraps, wrist straps. Wrist wraps and wrist straps, very similar but different in many ways. This is the strap, so you can see it's a strap that comes off your wrist. What I like is that they're padded, right? They're padded up here, because I would always, with my old ones, the strap would just dig into my wrist. It would cause actual physical pain while I was doing my my heavy sets, right? So these guys just wrap around the bar, kind of like this. I could pretend there was a bar there. They would wrap around the bar, and you'd grab around them, and it just gives you that extra grip. And for me, I'm not a power lifter. I'm not going to compete. I don't care if I'm using wrist wraps or not, or wrist straps or not, because for me, I'm trying to focus on the muscle group that I'm really working and during that heavy set, whether it be deadlifts, pull-ups, some sort of back row, or some sort of dumbbell straight leg thing. I don't want to be thinking about my grip. That's the last thing I want to be thinking about. I want to be thinking about contracting the muscle I'm working on, getting as much weight up or as many reps as I can without worrying that I'm going to lose my grip. So I won't always use it on the lighter warm-up sets, but as soon as it starts to get heavy, I'll start using wrist straps. And there's a fine line there. You do want to develop forearm strength and grip, right? You can kind of do that with other ways. You can do that by just working higher rep, lower weight sets and things like that. Again, if you're a power lifter, you're going to probably want to not always rely on wrist straps, because you're going to need to lift without them when you compete raw and things like that. But for someone like me, this is a great tool. I have carpal tunnel, so if I put too much strain on my wrist and my gripping too hard, it'll flare up and cause a huge amount of grief for me. The last time I had a flare up, it lasted a good 6 to 8 months. I couldn't even feel the tips of two of my fingers for 6 to 8 months because of that flare up. And at night, it would just, my whole hands would go numb. It was just brutal. So if I can keep you know, the strain out of my wrists, then I'm healthy again. And you know, we gotta limit the amount of strain we put on certain parts of our bodies, and parts of our bodies as we get older, we'll feel it more than others. So we gotta make sure we use the right tools to help us succeed. So that's pretty much it. FoxForce.ca, a lot of cool products coming. They're trying to develop their line. Again, they started with these guys, nice affordable wrist wraps. These are probably one of the most useful tools I have in my bag, second to these guys, the wrist straps, because of my grip situation. And then of course, I can't go without my knee sleeves. So I'm not yet at that elbow sleeve point, maybe at some point. Now, one thing we've been playing with, like I'll mention it, it's called, what is it called now? It's called a slingshot. I don't know if you've seen those things. You put your arms through, it goes across your chest, and we've been playing around with it. They actually have their own branded one. I don't know if that'll be on there later, but it's called a slingshot, and it helps you with bench. So at the bottom, it gives you a little bit more spring out of the bottom. And because I've got a little bit of a tear, or rehabbing a bit of a tear, it's been awesome for me because I haven't had to worry so much about the strain on my chest at the bottom. So a lot of these tools can help you with rehab, keep problems from coming up in the first place. I highly recommend you get the right gear for your workout. So why not check out FoxForce.ca. LeeAnn and Darren, they're the owners of that franchise, I guess you could call it, not really franchise, that business. So make sure to go down to FoxForce.ca. Also check out CMA Martial Arts.com and CrossFit Langley.com if you're in the Langley area and you want to take advantage of those facilities there as well. All right, thanks for watching another GetFitOver40.com video. Until next time, take care.